Let's catch up with the news and in the world of entertainment. Wow, these shots have really affected me. In March of 1994, Ellen came out of the closet on her sitcom, and many thought it would end her career. Remember the microphone at the airport? Mm-hmm. I'm gay.
Gay.
Well,
gay.
Instead, it led to her having her own talk show. And the talk show has lasted for 19 years. Ellen DeGeneres is now ending that on May 26th. This week, she filmed it. We understand a very tearful farewell of the final episode. We ask in the world of entertainment, what is the queer legacy of Ellen and the Ellen Show?
Where do we start?
God, right?
Oh my God, that woman is just, she's done everything in her life. You know, she's been such a huge, I mean, what she's done for the gay community far surpasses anything anyone else has ever done. You know, I mean.
Well, you have to think about the people who watch her show. Her show is like at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So these are white housewives, okay, that are watching her show. And she came into their living rooms every day, and they ended up loving her. You know, people, I read an article that at the beginning she couldn't mention Portia. She could not mention her wife in the first couple of years. She couldn't wear jeans in the first couple of years, Peter. So it was kind of like suck them in, then bring in the LGBTQ aspect. And if you remember that time, Rosie O'Donnell had cornered the market when it came to her talk show. Then she went crazy.
But Rosie wasn't out on her talk show.
Yes, she was.
Yeah,
she was.
And by the end of it, when she came out, was when she got the haircut and she started acting all weird. And then those same housewives turned off the TV and stopped.
Right.
And people thought, oh, they're never going to come back. And Ellen brought them back.
Yeah.
And brought them back in a big way. And 19 years she did it.
And let's not forget that before she was at 2 p.m., she was at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And there was only one person that ever dominated that time slot, which is Oprah Winfrey.
That you can't go against Oprah. It's
you
Oprah.
know, so I mean, to be on that level is just absolutely incredible, and to have, you know, an openly gay, you know, woman on TV during daytime hours in the homes of all these housewives and everyone during the day. That's incredible, especially during this time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that the housewives that are watching her now were the same ones. I was working in a newsroom the night that Ellen's I'm Gay episode happened, and the general manager of the station, the news director of the station, like all management, ad sales, they all stayed that night and answered the phones because this ABC station agreed to air the episode in Knoxville, Tennessee.
You were at a Knoxville affiliate when that happened?
Yes. And the phones were ringing off the hook, and we were told, don't talk to them, you know, just send them to management, you know, and all that. But they were so angry. I thought, and
help
they
us
thought
understand how this process of the call is coming in. So you're ABC affiliate in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes.
Unaware for anybody, Ellen's going to do this in the storyline. Did anybody know?
No, we knew.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
They were one of the few that were going to air it. A lot of cities decided not to.
Correct.
Knowing beforehand what the storyline was going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and people were calling in just distraught that we were actually going to let her say those two words over the air.
We had destroyed the world by literally saying gay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it just, those housewives that were calling back then are the same ones that are going to call and go, where's Ellen, when she's not there this September. And I just think that the process of what's happened over 25 years is just amazing.
Well, and you know, we get so much hate in LGBTQ+. And why? Mainly because of fear. People who don't understand us or maybe don't have a gay person in their inner core, right? Ellen brought those stories to all those ladies watching at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Those white ladies at 2 p.m. Those TikTok videos, every time somebody hands out pride flags, she puts those people on her show and makes them a spotlight, you know, and brings normalcy into what LGBTQ is.
And
our lives.
Yeah.
And not only that, but normalizing being kind to everyone. And that's how she ends every single one of her shows.
But mind you, a couple of years ago, all that drama
don't even
came
get
with
me
how
started
she
with
was, how
that.
people were supposedly treated behind the scenes.
You know
And
what?
then
Some
soon
of these-
after, she decided
some
to
of these-
retire.
Some of these employees were pissing me off when some of the allegations they were saying, oh, she was mean to me in the hallway. She doesn't have to be nice to you.
I walked to the set this evening and Peter was mean. Want to talk about that?
I mean, Al verbally abused me in the parking lot
In the
earlier.
parking lot before you
then
even
we
got
made
here.
out.
So there was this big
That was
report. There was this big report on TV, and you know, the news anchor said, you know, somebody tweeted on Twitter, and they showed the tweet, and it said, I worked for Ellen for 2 years. She never once said hi to me in the hall. So you're working for Ellen. She's employing you. Be grateful.
The 150 people that are
First
working
of
on
all,
the show.
she's
Go say
Ellen.
hi to somebody else. I mean,
Yeah.
she's got to
find smoke.
entertain like how many, like 50 million people a
Right.
day, for
You-
God's
you
sake.
can't
Yeah.
find
She's got stuff on her mind. She's going through her script. She's going through whatever. She's the head of a freaking empire.
Yeah.
You know,
If she doesn't want to say hi to you,
two
Fuck off.
stories that I want to tell of genius. Remember, she's hosted all of the major entertainment awards shows, including the
Yes,
Oscars. Her moment live of doing the selfie with all of the
Yeah.
stars
Yeah.
is going to go down in history as one of the great television moments of all time. 100 years from now, they're going to come back to that moment
Yeah.
and show Ellen and all of the stars that wanted to be in that picture with her to do that selfie live.
Yeah.
Unparalleled. This is queer going, hey, everybody, you want to join me? And everybody of the biggest names on this planet said, are you kidding? Of course I do. One moment. The other moment that I will never forget is related to Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah was the queen goddess of this planet, arguably still is.
Still is.
But she had my favorite things, the Christmas shows that she would do. And everybody on the planet was hoping that they would hit the lottery to be on the Christmas show.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a
Exactly,
car.
Right, it's iconic. And the other thing that related to the Oprah Winfrey show was the dominance when she was in her absolute peak was O Magazine. And Ellen wanted to be on O Magazine. And what did she do? She became uber queer, uber gay. I'm not going to accept no for an answer. It was a bit, it ran as a bit for months and months and months when Oprah was going, please shut up. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Ellen is sending her flowers. She's sending her candy. She showed up at Harpo Studios and knocked on the door and said, I'm here because I want to talk to somebody about being on the cover of O Magazine. Wow. It's so gay. Because long before we realized why we are so spectacular is we won't just accept. We have fought our battles for our entire lives. So if it's to get on the magazine, I got this. And she gets on the magazine and Oprah realizes, wait, I really got to tell this into a story, and turned it into one of the highest episode rated stories of the Oprah Winfrey Show ever, of Ellen being on the cover of that magazine. I will never forget that. Who in our community has propelled us to that level?
No one.
well, you know what they're going to replace with the Ellen Show? My naked crocheting show.
Did you just make it all about you?
Yes.
Talking about Ellen DeGeneres? All right. Okay, let's just pause one moment.
I'll drink to that.
digest. Right, I'll drink too.
Don't take our community 3 steps back, Peter, please.
May 26th, I'm telling everybody right
stars.
now, it's must-see television for me. I'm going to sit and I'm going to cry right along with the rest of America. An icon passes. Mary Tyler Moore ended. That's what this moment is for our community, and I hear it's quite spectacular. And guests, final 2 guests are Jennifer Aniston and Pink.
Wow.
And both of them specifically said, please, we want to be with you at the end. And I have read some private things of how spectacular the final moments
Well, and
are.
Pink always wrote her theme songs for the show.
And exactly, and Jennifer
Well, out of
Aniston
all the-
was the first guest of the entire series. And one other thing that relates to Ellen that I personally admire dramatically, this is not ending her 20th season. It's ending her 19th season. They offered, like, remember Friends? They got $10 million an episode in that last season to come back one more season. That's not quite the same money, but in her production company, she got the offer of saying, we're going to pay you beyond paying you, and it is history for you to do 20 years. And Ellen said, nope.
Nope.
mad respect from the
Well,
LGBT.
I mean, when you're already worth $500 million, I mean, how much more money can you sock in the bank, for
Yeah,
God's sake?
have you ever heard of some of the billionaires that are running in the world? Money is
Yeah, but some people just like, if I had $1 billion, I wouldn't care about an extra 50 million. I mean, just-
I'm not listening to you, Peter. I'm thinking about Ellen's wife, Portia.
Or
Sorry.
maybe she'll do what David Letterman did and take his show to Netflix.
Actually, an excellent point. Let's close on our celebrity hot topic. Is Ellen finished?
No.
no.
Are we going to hear
Far
Oh,
from.
dear God,
Lots.
no.
She's saving the planet and all the
Yeah.
gays that come along with it.
Yeah.
She's past her peak. I mean, she'll never have a cultural phenomenon again.
Past her peak.
Like
No,
her show.
I don't-
like
No,
you know,
that's
but just
ridiculous.
because
I don't think
your
she's
best
past her
days are
peak.
behind you doesn't mean that there aren't still great days ahead.
Her best days ahead.
I think
that
the
this
best
is
is
just-
yet to come from Ellen.
That's so
yeah.
interesting. And I totally respect, but John's the reporter at the table. That's his
Have you
perspective.
interviewed Ellen?
Reporter.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, continue.
Wow.
And we're done.
Thank you. And we're done. Drop mic. There we go. All right. Well, that is our discussion on entertainment. We've closed it up. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth